Hey, I'm gonna be talking about Block Story. I played this game when I was little, when I was like 10. And I played it on the mobile version, and since then I've played it off and on throughout the years. Anyway, I was going to talk about what I think about it and what I would like to see in the game. So, right now, I'm doing the quest for Ted, where I kill Yeti. So, first topic, Ted's quests are often very weird and very annoying. Aren't the Yetis friendly? I'm pretty sure they are. Ted is quite peculiar. Also, the way he gives quests for teleportation arrows is annoying too, because that's just so random, and it's weird that you would give that quest at that time, because at the point that I get to that quest, I'm not strong enough to go kill visitors for their gravitation, and you need gravitation to do teleportation arrows. So that doesn't seem like it's placed right. And then again, the arrow quest, Aaron gives you an arrow quest shortly after Ted does, and it's just for magic arrows, which is, it's just kind of weird and out of place, and it's unnecessary. I guess it's not like horrible, but I don't like the teleportation arrow quest because of what I said previously. Also, side note, in my game, the FPS is usually really good. It's always in the green, it's always very high, but with my recording software, it often goes lower. I'm using OBS Studio. I do not know why it does that, but it's still playable. Okay, let's see. Combat. I really like the combat, how you can just like hop around and dodge the monsters and their attacks, and I can clearly see how they're going to be attacking most of the time, and I can dodge accordingly. Except for something like a dark slasher, it attacks very, very fast, almost too fast. I had a spawner, and I got 3 at once, and they were attacking so fast that it was starting to lag, even without the software. And also, let's see, some creatures are too short for me to, like, reasonably be able to, like, hit them. I've sometimes had, like, difficulty hitting, like, squirrels and stuff. They're just too low. Let's see. Okay, another subject. The speed. Like, I have, like, boots on that make me go fast. And I also have my walk speed turned up, but it makes the walking feel, like, slippery. It's something you have to get used to as time goes on. And not just here, I'm not just saying that because I'm on ice. I'm saying that, like, if I'm trying to balance on, like, a high up place in, like, caves, we don't have crouching, you can't really look over the edge of a block. And I often, like, slip and have to jump and wiggle around to try and keep myself from falling to my death. So, maybe it would be good to have, like, a toggle for, like, speed, as in, like, maybe, like, even a sprint and walk option, so I can switch between them as I go. Okay. Next topic. there's one element to this game that I don't think is really intentional, but it's something I really am fascinated by, and I enjoy it a lot, is the horror element that, like, it's just something about the vibe of this game, like the textures, the lighting, the sounds, and the creatures, they all go together to, like, they really scare me sometimes. It's, like, intense, and, like, I'm on the edge of my seat. I would hope that maybe there would be other ways to lean into that eventually. Like, there's, like, some terrifying creatures, like, Mati, however you say it? That thing gives me paranoia all the time. I'm, like, whenever I'm out at night, I'm on edge. Like, always keeping my eyes out for those little red eyes. And it really keeps me on my toes and clenching my teeth. Terrifying creatures like that would be an exciting thing to expand on. I don't know where to find a Yeti. I thought they were in the ice biome. Keep looking. Anyway, okay. I have a note card here with the topics I'm discussing. Structures. I really like the structures for the most part. I really like the variety, but sometimes I feel that they're too common and also kind of pointless. A lot of them just, like, are, like, empty and weird. Like, I usually end up taking over a structure to use as my house, but, like, for example, this one. I see it, like, everywhere. Across the plains. Ow. Why'd that do 34 damage? That was not a very high jump. These ones? They just have dirt and lava in them. And, well, I know they've been in the game for such a long time. I wouldn't want them to be gotten rid of. It's just a note I have while I'm saying things. I like how there's loot in the chests in some structures, and that loot can be, like, super random, which is so fun, and it really makes opening every chest exciting. I love the dragon egg that you can find in them to get the Eldar pet. I was lucky enough to get that pretty early on. But I'd like to see, like, the chests not just, like, be garbage sometimes. Because sometimes I'll go find a chest and it'll have, like, a single leaf in it. And I'll feel like I lost out. But maybe that's not such a bad thing. It wouldn't be as exciting when you do find something good if every chest had super good stuff in it. Speaking of the Eldar pet, that brings me to my next topic. The meteor shower, it gets really laggy. It does. And, like, after I get the Eldar pet, I don't... Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I've forgotten, or I'm not recalling what else you can craft using the meteorite shards. But there's not much. you can do with a meteor shower after you already have the pet. And it just becomes kind of like annoying. And I have to be really scared of them because in this save file, since it's like survival, when I die, I lose my stuff. And that's another critique I have, that the stuff despawns way too quickly. Some stuff will be left behind, but other stuff is gone within a minute. Anyway, the meteor shower, very laggy. It's crashed my game before when one landed on me, and then I completely lost all my stuff at that point. And this does not usually happen. Yet again, it's my recording studio. Well, I can't find the Yetis. I'm gonna look up how to find them real quick. Location, Eskimo Town. Okay, well that's probably the... Oh! Is that one? Yep. Even though they're friendly and they give you quests, Ted wants you to kill them? That seems... so... that doesn't seem right. But, go ahead and look at my next section. What was it? Oh yeah. The ocean. The ocean is terrifying. That's like a good thing, I guess, but it gets so deep so fast. And then, how the Megalodon and, sorry, I got distracted, my cat. Megalodon and the Tentaclon always give me, like, they always scare me. Like, I don't see them very much, but just knowing that they could appear makes my anxiety go up a lot. Which, it's like playing a horror game. Whenever I step into the water, even though it doesn't really look scary on the outside, it's so big and vast, and you can see really far and really deep. And you can just look beneath you at all the creatures and the depths below. It's given me almost like thalassophobia. Isn't that what it's called, where you're scared of, like, the ocean? I definitely have that, at least for the Block Story ocean. Okay, that was loud. Okay, these lizard spawner things, I'd like for there to be less of them. I don't want a bunch of lizards everywhere when I'm trying to farm things and the spawners stop working. Okay. I should go back to the topic of quests. Because, in the quests... Ooh, I almost fell. You have to kill a T-Rex before you kill an ice dragon? So, like, that should mean that the T-Rex is weaker than the ice dragon, but it's not. It's odd how you have to first do a harder quest before you progress to a not as hard quest. And the T-Rexes are pretty powerful too. They don't just have more health than the ice dragon. So, you should be killing something not so strong before you kill the thing that's strong. I'm getting distracted. I'm worried about the meteorite striking me and me losing all my stuff, because I'm far from home right now. I don't even need the meteorite fragment anymore. Yeah, I have no clue where I am. I don't have a teleporter. I can probably craft one if I need to, but I'll keep looking for now. I don't mind wandering. As long as I don't die. Okay, also about the quests. Like I said about the teleportation arrow quest, you need visitors for those. So you need to go to the Sky Islands. How are you supposed to get to the Sky Islands at that level? You don't have access to the saddle to ride the dragon, unless you buy it from the alchemist, but that doesn't seem like what you're supposed to do. I did, and yeah, I did it, but I still feel like it shouldn't come at that point if, well, unless like towering up is what you're supposed to do. Is that what you're supposed to do? Maybe it is. But I'm so scared of Mati right now. The desert is usually where I see him. Okay, so getting to the Sky Islands so early. Well, it's not really early, but like at the stage where you're given the quest, kind of early. Should you tower up? Is that what they expect? But then after that, you're given the quest of to kill dragon bats, which are like puny little things, but they're hard to get to. And yet again, I would use my dragon with the saddle to get those, but unless they spawn somewhere else, it's not really like an easy way to kill a bunch of them. Hey, I know where I am. I have the spawner I was going to farm closer to my house. I guess I can make it day first. I get startled so easily. Ow. Let's see. I love the pets. I love collecting them. I feel like a Pokemon trainer. But they are too loud. It scares me sometimes. My dragon, the biggest definitely the main source. Very loud, very startling, and then I always look around like, huh? Where's the dragon? Oh my god. That's not supposed to happen. That's whatever, I can still play. Okay, let me think. I would like for creatures to be smarter, of course. They're very stupid. I would say about bosses, stupidity is like, it makes it easy to kill them, but I don't think that's what we want. I'm sorry, buddy, I have to. Ted wants me to, so I'm forced to. Oh, the other one gets mad when I hurt the first one? Okay. Starting to lag. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Often, bosses get stuck behind things. like the Aragog really does. Like, so much, like they're nothing. Like, they can't even reach me. Maybe, make it to where they can pass through smaller gaps. Did I finish my quest already? Oh, I did. Crafting, I definitely wish could be better. It takes forever if I want to craft a bunch of things. And... okay, hold on. Okay, Ted is just racist. The goblins are... they are... girl... Ted... the goblins are fine. They help you and give you armor. Ted, you're so racist. They can talk and craft just like you can. It's very bad. And going in caves is scary. Okay, let's see. What was I talking about? Crafting. Very slow when I want to craft a bunch of one thing. I wish we could have, like, maybe a thing like how when you buy stuff from the alchemist, you can select how many. Maybe I could do that, and it just take the stuff out of my inventory. Or, like, just some better way to craft a bunch of stuff. It is very tedious. Also, when you make a potion, you have to get a bucket of water for each and every single potion. That's very tedious. It should, use up some durability on the bucket, like how a sword gets its durability used up when you use it to make a sponge. It should use up the bucket of water just durability for each potion. Ugh. Okay, I do not like this. I have no safe way of descending. Maybe that's another thing to see. Like, I can't water bucket clutch like in Minecraft. Why do I have rockets? If those are fireworks, where did I get those? Okay, well, I don't want to break my ankles, so I'm finding a different cave to go down. Yeah, I can't, like, fly. Because I'm in, the harder survival mode. Alright, let me see what else I have to say. I like collecting spawners from all the creatures. I feel like I'm catching a Pokemon. It's very fun. And I collect them. Yes. Well, that's all about the spawner. Lava flow is too fast. Slow that down. I die to it. Like, a lot in those, underground structures that have, like, booby traps. Behind the precious metals. Yeah. Very, very evil. How am I supposed to find a goblin? All this. can't even see one. Biomes. I'd like to see more biomes, more variety. Especially in the underworld and the Sky Islands. Like, there should be biomes within the Sky Islands and biomes within the underworld. I would really like that. That would be super, super good. And I think that's all I have to say. I've gone over every... Oh, wait, there's one more thing. Tools. They lose durability too quickly, I think. Like, reasonably, the best shovel you can use, or the best, like, axe you can use, or things like that, is just iron. And then, the pickaxe gets a higher tier with the goblin pickaxe, but not the shovel and the axe. And the iron shovel and axe, they break way too quickly. Way too quickly. So, if everything just gets a buff to its durability a little bit, that would be very nice. Hi, I'm back because I thought of something else I wanted to say. Let me deal with this first. This is how I solve most of my problems. I send my dragon after. And I realized, I thought I was after these goblins, but I'm after the blue ones. That's even worse. Those blue ones got some charm to them. These ones are at least ugly. But I have to kill the blue ones. And they're stronger too. But anyway, I was gonna say that some of the structures, can kind of be too OP, because they have so many blocks of metal and coal and stuff that I don't even like need them anymore. If I want to get coal or iron, I'm just gonna go to that weird library one in the desert that has the ceiling full of like hundreds of blocks of coal. And if I need iron, I can go to the underground dungeon structure, and there's plenty of iron in there, and also gold in there. There's plenty of iron and gold everywhere. Everywhere. So I don't even need to mine anymore. That's it.